Welcome everyone to Forza Motorsport 7. So we're going to be taking a look at the full car list, including the DLC that I got with the Ultimate Edition. Won't be talking about every car, but there will be cars here and there that I'll be interested in, that I'm thoroughly pleased being in the game. And then I'll bring it up on a few things that I have a few issues with. So yeah, let's get started. So we've got the Bath there. Nothing here is that we haven't seen anything before. In terms of a Bath, Acura. Again, nothing we haven't seen before. Alpha. All the usuals, apart from... Yes! They've brought the Alfa Romeo Montreal back. This was a DLC car in Forza Motorsport 4, and I'm hugely pleased that it's back because it's got a really nice 200 horsepower, small capacity V8 in the front, rear wheel drive, and it looks absolutely gorgeous. So yeah, fully pleased that this is back. And then we've got the usual Alphas, but then we've also got another Alpha that we've never had, the 1950 Alfa Romeo 158, super rare car, 350 horsepower back from 1950. How about that? And only weighs 1,543 pounds. So yeah, classic open wheel racer, sure to be a handful, but will be fun as well. And then we've got the Lumicraft. I'm not quite sure why some of these are locked by the looks of things, what that symbol means, but I guess I'll find out in time. So yeah, AMC, got the Pacer from that was in Forza Horizon 3 and Forza Motorsport 4, but unfortunately, as you can see, we don't have the Gremlin, which is a big shame. I was really looking forward to driving that in this game, but unfortunately it's not in here. Then we've got the Nomad and the Atom 500 V8. And then Aston Martin, we've got the DB11, Vantage G12. A lot of these we've seen before in previous Forza games. Specifically this made a return in Forza Horizon 3, which I'm glad is also back in this game, as well as this. But this is a car that I am hugely looking forward to driving. 1960 Aston Martin DB4 GT Zagato. It was my #1 choice car on my video that I did for cars to return for Forza Motorsport 4, and I'm really pleased it's back. Yeah, 314 horsepower, only weighs 2,701 pounds. Yeah, beautiful car, doesn't weigh anything, got plenty of power. And then Audis, pretty much again, all the same as before. Got some race cars, got plenty of their big saloons, estates. But this is a car that's made a return as well from Forza Motorsport 4, the Audi Q7 V12 TDI. Yes, it's got a V12 diesel engine. For what reason, I don't know, but it's a massively powerful car for a SUV from the time. 494 horsepower, 737 pounds-feet of torque. Yes, it weighs a lot and it's a massive car, but got plenty of power. It's not a car I wanted back from Forza Motorsport 4, but I'm so pleased it's in because, you know, it's unique. And then we've got the usual Audis that we've seen before. Then we've got the Auto Union. And then we've got BAC Mono, Bentleys. We've got the 2017 Bentley Continental Super Sports, which was only available in the Forza Fun event out of Forza Horizon 3, but now it's back in the proper full game of this game. Then we've got the Bentayga and the AXP. Then we've got the BMW M4 GTS, M2 Coupe. Again, these are all usual cars that we've had from BMW before. Nothing really remarkable, apart from the fact that we finally get the 2009 BMW M5 back with its big V10 engine with 500 horsepower, so I'm glad that's back in, because it's another car that's a favourite of mine. And then we also get the Z3M Coupe, which hasn't been in the Forza game for a while either. Not the best looking car, especially with this hard top on it, but plenty of power, and doesn't weigh all that much either. Then we've got more usual BMWs. Again, nothing that we've not seen before. Get the 507 though as well, good car. And then the Isetta if you want to look over the Fool. And then we've got the Bowler. And then we've got only one Bugatti in this game for some reason. No idea why. Would have thought the Veyron would have at least been in as well. Then the usual Buick, so I am glad the GSX is in this game as well. It's another favourite muscle car of mine. Then we've got the brand new Cadillac CTS-V Sedan, the ATS-V and the Escalade ES-V. Then we've got the Caterham. Then we've got the Chaparral race car. Then we've got a bunch of Chevys, usual race cars and NASCARs. Then the Camaro ZL1. don't think we've had this in a game before, but then again, race cars aren't something I'm all that interested in. So yeah, I don't think there's any new Chevys in this game. Yeah, that's a Forza Vista one. Yeah, we do have the Chevrolet Corvette from the Fast and Furious edition though. Plenty of power, it's upgraded, etc. But that is it outside of this one as well. The Fleet Line Special. Again, even though I am kind of pleased that it is in its Forza Fast and Furious edition, I would have kind of preferred the standard version, to be honest, but there we go. And then we've only got one Chrysler, and then we've got Datsun, usual cars once again. Then Dodge, we've got the Dodge Demon, again from Fast and Furious. But outside of that, and in fact we've also got the Shelby Omni back. Oh, it's such a cool car. I know it doesn't look it, but it is. 175 horsepower, 175 pound-feet of torque, only weighs 2,500 pounds. Pretty damn good car. Hot hatch of the day, no doubt about that. But we also get the Charger from Fast and Furious. Hell of a lot of power in that. I think it's actually got the Hellcat engine in that. And we finally get the Coronet W0223 back as well. This was a drag car of the day. 425 horsepower. Trust me, the horsepower doesn't give you half the story. The acceleration on these kind of things is just ballistic. Then we've got the usual Donkavort. And then we've got the Eagle Talon. The Eagle Westlake. We've got the Ferrari F12 TDF. We've got a ton of Ferraris in this game. Again, not many that are new, if any at all. Which again, is a shame. But I'm sure there's cars here that people have been looking forward to driving in this game. But me personally, there's nothing new here that's really to get excited about. It's all the usual kind of ones. Fiat, again, usual ones. Nothing new there. Ford. Well, we get the Ford GT. So now obviously this is in full Forza Vista. We get to explore it completely, which is a good thing. Same with pretty much every other car as well. Really don't know why this is saying it's all locked.
Your hands on these cars, you'll need to increase your collection to unlock higher tiers.
That's why. Never mind. But yeah, usual Fords again. Escort. It's got the whole Falcon GT from Forza Horizon 3. Got the abysmal King Cobra. But we also get the Fairlane Thunderbolt back again, like the Coronet. Massive amount of power, torque, doesn't weigh all that much, and acceleration wise it is ballistic. Again, a car that's not been on Forza again since Forza Motorsport 4, so I'm glad it's back. Don't know why, but it seems like there's certain cars that are missing, and I'm not quite sure why at the moment. But yeah, Formula E cars, all of these are just different liveries. And then we've got the GMT Vandura, HDT VK Commodore, Hennessy Venom GT, bunch of Holden race cars, as well as the HSV, the Torinana, Sandman, Monaro, and the FX Ute. Hondas galore, Civics, Type Rs. I'm glad we finally got this version of the Prelude in, because again, we've not had a 2000s Prelude in Forza game since Forza Motorsport 4 either, and I've always liked these cars, so I'm glad it's back. But we also get the early 90s Prelude as well, as well as a racing car. And then we've got all the Hoonigan cars. This is a car that was not featured in the Hoonigan car pack in Forza Horizon 3, but it is exclusive to this game. As you can see, it's plenty of power, plenty of torque. Drifter car, so yeah, got all the usual other Hoonigan vehicles. So we get to drive these around the track. HSV, we've got the Maloo, the Gen F GTS, the GTS, and the GTSR. Got the Hummer back, got Hyundai Veloster, got the usual Infinities, again nothing unusual in them. Got the International Scout 800A. Then we've got the Jaguars, This is out of the Fast and Furious edition. Not sure if it's any different to the... no, it's not. Apart from the wheels. It's no different to the standard version. And quite frankly, we've got very few extra Jags in here, to be honest. Which again is a shame. But at least we get the Mark II in a track-orientated game. Then we've got the Jeeps, Trailcat, Grand Cherokee, etc, etc. Then they got the Koenigseggs, the Gira and the 1-to-1. KTM Expo and Lamborghinis. Again, nothing unusual in this lot. And the usual Lanciers. Usual Range Rovers, Land Rovers. Got the Rally Fighter from Fast and Furious as well as the standard version. As you can see, it's about 200 horsepower difference. A bit heavier though. Then we've got the Lolas, the Pence, Sunico and the Simones. Then we've got the Lotuses. Again, nothing different in these. Then we've got the Maseratis. I'm glad the MC Trofeo is back because it's a cracking vehicle, but again, nothing different here. But we have got a few returnees that I'm glad. The 8CTF and the Ghibli Cup being the two. But I'm also glad this is back out of Forza Horizon 3. Then Mazdas, again nothing different here. All the usual. And McLaren, a couple of race cars, but again nothing different. Mercedes, AMG, separate from Mercedes-Benz, but again nothing different outside of the Fast and Furious edition version. But again, it's no different really, it's a standard version with a stripe, effectively. Then we've got the Mercedes-Benz race cars, and then the standard versions. We do get this back though, the ML63 AMG, basically a Chelsea tractor, but a lot of power, but a heavy car nonetheless. And we also get this back as well, C32 AMG. This doesn't have a V8, but it's a very powerful V6, and again a car that I've been looking forward to driving back in these Forza Motorsport games, but outside of them, nothing different. Mercury's all the same as usual. Mayor's Manx is making a debut in these games. Should be fun to drive. All the minis are the same. Mitsubishi's are all the same, apart from the Starion ESIR is back from Forza Motorsport 4. Again, a car not that I desperately wanted, but it's a fun car nonetheless, and I'm really glad it's back. Plenty of power, plenty of torque, and a nice unusual car from Mitsubishi. Then we've got the Nissans, got the race cars, got the horrible Duke, and then we've got the usual ones as well. Again, nothing different really. The single Noble again, the single Oldsmobile again. The usual Opals, though we do have the Manta this time in a racing game. Not just in Forza Horizon 3. Then we've got the pair of Paganis. Got the Penholder Cola. Peugeots again, once again are disappointing. We don't have anything that we've not seen before. Then we get the Plymouths. We've got the GTX Fast and Furious edition, which is 2,000 horsepower, which, yeah, that's ballistic. No wonder it's got 10.0 speed. Then we've got the Cuda, the normal GTX, and the Fury. Got the standard Polaris RZR. Then we've got the Pontiacs. Again, nothing different here. I really would have liked them to put the Fiero in, but unfortunately they haven't. Then we've got the Porsches. Only one new Porsche in terms of the new one, but we do at least get the 928 out of Forza Horizon 3 in this game. Cannot wait to drive this around the track. It's a cracking vehicle. And then all these standard ones. Then we've got the Radicals. Then we've got the Ram Runners. Then we've got the Renaults. I'm glad this is back out of Forza Horizon 3 as well. It's a cracking car, one of my favourites out of that game. RJ Anderson Polaris RZR truck. Then we've got the one Rolls Royce Wraith. I don't know why we don't have the Dawn or anything, because I really did like driving that car. Singular Celine. The two typical Shelbys. Spania makes a return. SRT race car and SRT standard car. And then the Subarus, we get the WRX STI from Fast and Furious. Plenty of power in that thing. And the usuals, apart from another Fast and Furious car, the BRZ. And then we also get the oh well, at least we're supposed to. It's not here. Yeah, I'm worrying because there's a few cars here that are not popping up. We were supposed to have the Subaru Legacy in here, and it's not there. Then we've got the Toyotas, but unfortunately Toyota, in terms of general, are not in the game. It's just their race vehicles and this Arctic Trucks version of the Hilux. Then we've got the Ultima, and we've got Vauxhall. I'm glad to see that we do actually have the Astra VXR, which from 2006, which is an insane vehicle. Does not handle at all, but plenty of power. Also got this 2009 Corsa. So we've got two generations of two different vehicles. Then we've got the Volkswagens, which are back, as well as the Touareg. Again, like that Audi Q7, got a massive diesel engine in it. Only a V10 though, not a V12. But as you can see, plenty of torque and power. But all the VWs are the same as usual, except for the fact we get the Karmann gear back from Forza Motorsport 4. Great car. I know it's only basically a Beetle underneath, but I don't care. Just really glad it's back in the game. Volvos, again, all the usuals. And then we've got the Zenvo ST1. So yeah, plenty of good cars in this game. And as you can see, all these are the free ones from the DLC. But yeah, it's got its flaws. Again, there are cars in here that are the same cars but just have different liveries. Really don't understand the point in that. And unless there is anything in terms of autocrossing on this game, then I really don't see the point of having all those trophy trucks in the game. Just doesn't make sense. It's just room that should be freed up for other things. And then there's obviously other cars that shouldn't be in that I just don't see any sense. Chevrolet, for instance, we have the brand new ZL1, which is a cracking car in its own right, but then why do we have the old version in? It just seems pointless. I mean, this version, the new version, weighs less, has more power, more torque, and it's a better handling car, and then we have this, which has more weight and less power and less torque. It just does not seem, you know, worthwhile. I know we have several different versions of Corvettes, but this 2002 version is completely different to the 2009. They offer different things. This offers more power, but this offers less weight. And, you know, they offer different things, but that ZL1 is just significantly worse than the newer version. It doesn't make any sense. But yeah, I'm generally happy with the car pack, but the car list, but there do seem to be several that are missing for some reason, and I don't know why. I'll have to look into that. But nonetheless, that is a car pack. Not the car pack, the car list, sorry. So yeah, plenty of decent cars. My garage just has this in it for the moment, because this is the only car I've bought so far. But yeah, there we go. Cracking car list overall, and yeah, really looking forward to trying out some of the cars and even reviewing several of the cars. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.